Yo, guys, so we finally have college football Saturday back, week 0. I got 2 plays for you guys in this video. Cannot wait to get into it. I am so excited. We finally have real football back. No more preseason or offseason BS. We have legitimate, real football that we can bet on with actual starters playing in the game. So I cannot wait to get into the video. And if you watched the college football videos last season, welcome back because we were cashing. If you look right here, these are just some of the formats that we were cashing in the free videos last season. So make sure to drop a like on this video. It's free. Obviously, it just helps me out a ton. I'd really, really appreciate it. Cannot wait. So excited we have football back. So make sure to drop a like. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel either. I post on this channel or over on the Backup Ghost Locks 2 channel every single day for either college football or NFL, giving you guys the best free player props every single day. So you just found your YouTube channel to stick with the rest of the season. I promise you, boys, we were cashing out last year. We're going to continue to cash out this year. Cannot wait. So make sure to subscribe so don't miss any of the future videos. Before we get into those 2 plays today, which, by the way, has a very good payout. So we have an opportunity to make a ton of good money on the first college football Saturday of the season. But before we get into that real quick, I also want to let you guys know, just like last year, you guys all have a chance to already, before the game start, make a ton of free money. So what you have to do to get that free money, all you have to do, look at this map right here and this map right here. If you live in any one of these green or purple states on this chalkboard map, or any of the white states on this sleeper map right here, that means you can download these sleeper, chalkboard, or parlay play apps. When you download these apps, it asks you if you have a promo code. If you put in code GHOST before you deposit, it's promo code GHOST on all 3 apps. You just have to make sure you actually put that code in before you deposit. As long as you have code GHOST in before you deposit, they will give you a $100 deposit match on sleeper and parlay play. That already could be $200 for completely free for you guys. And then on top of that, chalkboard, when you sign up using code GHOST, will give you $20 for free without even depositing. So they just throw you $20 when you sign up using code GHOST. On top of that, sleeper and chalkboard both give you a 0.5 free square for baseball games on Saturday. So that on already is a free cash that they are just handing you. And on top of that, you get a ton of free money. So highly recommend it for you guys. If you're betting on this college football game anyway, you might as well use some free money. So go get on all those apps. I already locked the play in myself over on Sleeper. So again, all the links to that stuff is down below in the description of this video. Use promo code GHOST. You could get up to $220 for free and 2 free squares. And also, if you guys ever want a free month of VIP where you get extra plays texted directly to your phone every single day of all of my favorite player props for that day, it's just free VIP. When you use code GHOST on one of those apps, you get a free month of VIP. So if you want that as well, just let me know down below in the comments. But if you just want the free money, totally understand that. Go get your free money, throw it on these games, and have a ton of fun without even, the opportunity of losing your own money. Could not recommend anymore. I promise you guys that is the best way to go about this. Go use some free money using code GHOST. The links to those apps are all down below. With that being said, let's hop into the plays today. Cannot wait for this, this one huge game on Saturday, but just having football back in general is literally a blessing. Cannot wait. It felt like forever. So, with that being said, the one game on Saturday we're obviously all staring at is Kansas State, Iowa State. It's playing in Dublin. That is obviously the main game of the day. You got some smaller ones. You got Kansas, Fresno State, not a bad game. Hawaii, Stanford, not a horrible game, but we're just going to let that go to the side and we're going to focus on this one game here. So when you look at this game with Iowa State versus Kansas State, the one thing that sticks out, they obviously played last year. The main thing in this game, it's a quarterback battle. You got Avery Johnson for Kansas State. You got Rocco Becht for Iowa State, 2 absolute studs. In my opinion, probably both top 10 quarterbacks in the country. So it's going to be a very, very good matchup here. We're going to be taking, obviously, Avery Johnson over 0.5 passing yards. That's a free square from Prizepicks. So thank you, Prizepicks, for that. So I'm just letting you guys know. Everyone make sure to actually take that. I'm just reminding you guys that is there. And we'll talk about it in a second. But I think the max amount of money you could put on that is either 20 or 25 bucks. I guess we'll see in a second here. But the main play we have for Kansas State is actually going to be Dylan Edwards, and we're going to be taking him over his rushing yards, or sorry, not rushing yards, but rushing attempts rather, at 14.5. So his rushing attempts at 14.5, this seems very low. Now, if you look at the graph right here, obviously it does not seem like it's going to be a good play. But if you guys don't already know, The starter for Kansas State last year was DJ Giddens. He was an absolute dog. I mean, the guy was a stud. He took obviously all of the carries. He got about 18 carries a game, so he played very good. Obviously, he's gone now. So the only starter for Kansas State, the main guy, is Dylan Edwards. They have a couple RB2s, RB3s that might get around 5 carries, combined. So it's not going to, we don't have to worry about that too much. They might get a couple carries, but it's not that big of a deal. Their main go-to guy is going to be Dylan Edwards. So at 14 and a half rush attempts, like I just mentioned, these teams played last year and DJ Giddens was the starter. He had 14 attempts in this game. However, he had 14 rush attempts in this game, and they were losing the game. So obviously, if they were winning the game, they were going to try to be running the clock out, handing the ball off more. He would have probably ended up with 17 or 18 carries in that game if they ended up winning. In this game this year, I think Kansas State's going to win, and I feel very, very confident about that. They're favored to win this game. They have a way better O-line. They're going to be running the ball all over Iowa State. It does not matter if Iowa State, loads the box. Kansas State is going to run this ball, especially being in, Dublin, Ireland, where it's probably going to rain for a little bit of the game. Trust me, Kansas State's going to be winning. It's going to be maybe a little bit slippery with some, rain. Even if there's not rain, does not matter. Kansas State is going to run this ball. Dylan Edwards is the guy this year, so 14 and a half rush attempts just seems too low. Realistically, it should probably be at least 15 and a half, if not even 16 and a half. I really do feel confident that Dylan Edwards should have more than 14 and a half rush attempts in this game, especially if they're winning the game. They should only be handing the ball off to Dylan Edwards, and then obviously Avery Johnson from the quarterback position is going to run the ball a lot because he normally does. But Kansas State is a running team. They always have been. They love to run the ball, so they're going to continue to do that in this game. We're taking Dylan Edwards over 14 and a half rush attempts. So to actually correlate with that and go with that, obviously if we think Kansas State's going to be winning this game for pretty much the entire time, and they're going to be running the ball to try to waste some time, waste some clock. Obviously, looking at the other side of the ball, you got to go to Rocco Becht, and you got to take him over passing attempts. So it's the exact same situation, just opposite, which means it's correlated. So again, Kansas State winning the game, they're going to be running the ball. That's why we're taking their running back over on rush attempts. So we're going to be taking Iowa State's quarterback over on pass attempts. On top of that, if you look at the graph right here, he went over 5 of his last 5 games last season. And if you look at last season, I believe he only went under this line in 2 games, I think. And that was only because they were winning those games by a ton. I mean, it was a blowout. He had no reason to pass the ball at all. Every single game last season from Rocco Becht that was remotely close in score or that they were losing, he went over in every single one of those games. So obviously in this game, I think they're going to be losing. So last year, every game they were losing, he went over. He's going to be losing this game. He should go over. Simple pattern. It's 2 + 2 = 4 to me. You got to take him over 30 and a half pass attempts. That just seems way too low. Now, granted, Iowa State did lose their best 2 receivers in Higgins and Noel to the NFL. But even without the good, great wide receivers, they got some transfers and stuff like that. So they should be okay. At the end of the day, it's Iowa State. They're going to want to pass the ball. They're going to be losing. They're going to be forced to pass the ball. So Rocco Becht over 30 and a half pass attempts. Dylan Edwards under 14 and a half rush attempts, over rush attempts, over pass attempts. That's going to be a play for you guys. The last thing I want to mention about Rocco Becht, by the way, again, Iowa State won this game last year, and he still went over against Kansas State. So just kind of a cherry on top, a little stat there for you guys. But that's going to be the plays I got for you guys. Again, make sure to add Avery Johnson to that. And then if you look, I do think if you put, let's say $25 on this, it comes out to like 118 if you win. So that's going to be a really, really good payout. Obviously, put however much you guys want to on this. It's always up to you guys. But I'm just letting you know if you put the max amount on, it should come out to a little bit over $100 payout. So that should be really good. But regardless, cannot wait. Finally, we have college football back. Again, make sure to drop a like on this video if you guys are excited about the football season as well. And don't forget to subscribe. We post every single day for college football, NFL. Make sure to subscribe. It's free plays for you guys every day. I'm going to be helping you guys out. And again, last but not least, before we get out here, I will remind you guys, if you live in any one of these states, you guys literally could get free money. You're watching this video, you want to cash this parlay so you make free money. You could literally make up to $220 right now for free. It takes maybe 5 minutes. And again, it literally, you barely go out of your way. It's 5 minutes, you're making some free money, and then you could put that money on this game, on the upcoming, NFL college football games. So highly recommend. It's free money for you guys. All you have to do is deposit and sign up using promo code GHOST. All links are down below. Just make sure to actually put code GHOST in before you deposit. With that being said, though, these are the 3 plays I got for you guys, and these are the first plays I got for you guys for the start of the college football season. So good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.